Understanding Graveyard Shift, a guide for English learners. Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to explore an interesting English phrase, graveyard shift. This expression is commonly used in English, but its meaning might not be immediately clear, especially for those learning the language. So, let's dive in and unravel the mystery behind this intriguing phrase. The term, graveyard shift, refers to a work shift that runs during the late night hours, typically starting around midnight and ending in the early morning. It's called the graveyard shift because it occurs during the time most people are asleep, much like the stillness and quiet of a graveyard at night. This phrase is commonly used in contexts where people work in shifts, like hospitals, factories, or police stations. The origin of graveyard shift is somewhat unclear, but it's believed to have originated in the early 20th century. One theory suggests it comes from graveyard watchmen who would work through the night. Another theory relates to graveyard workers who had to listen for bells tied to strings in coffins, a practice from a time when people feared being buried alive. Regardless of its exact origin, the phrase has been widely adopted to describe nighttime work hours. Now, let's see how to use this phrase in a sentence. 1. My brother works the graveyard shift at the hospital. He starts at midnight. 2. I find it hard to adapt to the graveyard shift. Staying awake all night is challenging. 3. During her time as a police officer, she often had to work the graveyard shift. These examples show how the phrase can be used in various contexts to describe working late at night. There are other phrases that have a similar meaning to graveyard shift. Some of these include night shift, the most common alternative, used widely. Third shift, often used in the context of factories or workplaces with 3 shifts. Owl shift, less common, but refers to the nocturnal nature of owls. That's all about the phrase, graveyard shift. We hope this video has shed light on this unique expression and how it's used in the English language. If you're working a graveyard shift, or know someone who does, you now have a bit more insight into the term. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video.